How you guys doing? This is Martin. You know me from our series on how to talk about how to pay off your car loan in 36 months without being cheap or giving up Starbucks. You watch my series where I gave you some information about the unemployment articles, like the 20, how like we talked about the $600 bonus, which now currently has been reduced to $300. I don't know how long that's going to be. I'm in California, and they say you're going to get your $300 bonus, but we don't know when you're going to get it. So that's what happens when you depend on the government. You don't know when your money's coming. And I talked to you a little bit more like how we have a generation of kids. Well, they're fucked, man. We have a generation of kids. They won't know what it is to live in an environment with interest rate for like 5, 6, 7 years. I mean, basically the interest saving rate is zero. So when you put $1,000 in the bank, you get no money. You end up with $970 or less. Probably $900, $800. That's, well, during my time, if I put like if I put $10,000 in the bank and 10% interest, I would get $1,000 of passive income, which means I would just put that money in the bank and then just wait a year. I get $1,000. That's like, for me, that's a month worth of that's 3 months worth of groceries right there. So now think if you put $10,000 in the bank now with 0% interest, you get $9,800 something dollars, because there's no interest and you're gonna get charged a bank fees. So we got a generation of kids who won't know what it's like just to put money in and to watch it grow. That's why I came to you with the Powerball stuff, because I'm like, okay, what are some creative ways that if I get some extra money that I can make? One of them you can use, I suggest, is the Powerball. Because what I like about the Powerball is if you got to pay $25 for my program, I'll tell you some stuff, but I'll give you a secret control. What I like about the Powerball, there's enough information that you can control it. And if you can, when you have control, you have power. When you have power, looks, I've had this cap on, man. It looked like I got my head, like they're doing a lobotomy on me or something. So when you have power, that means you make better decisions. And when you make better decisions, you're healthier, you do things, you're healthier, and you're making better decisions. That's why I like the Powerball. So that's why I have the $25 Powerball program. Also, I have like the $500 the Blackjack Retirement Fund program. That's why I say if you get $50, if I go to Vegas, take $500 to Vegas, and I just went $50, that's like 10 times more than I would make if I put that $500 in the bank at 1% interest. You only get $5. So you're taking $500, putting it in the bank, and you're only getting $5 back. I can go big for $5. This is homeless people at the park. I go beat their asses and get $5. Take their cans and bottles and get $5. I could go big. You know me here. Oh shit, this black 6'2". Give me $5, man. Now fuck a dollar. Give me $5 motherfucking dollars. Call the cops on me, but probably majority on. Give me the $5, and I keep the $500, and I got $5 more in my pocket. See, that's why I have the Blackjack Retirement Fund. You take $500 to Vegas. And now it's what I like about Vegas right now, they want your money. And you got the plexiglass things, and you had the masks. You don't have to worry about nobody bugging you when you're playing blackjack. Man, I'm going to go clean out Vegas in October. I'm going to just take all that money. I was like, hey, I just be hitting. That's the program I'm charging right now. It's currently $50. I'm about to raise it to $150. Because this right now, if you use like the basic blackjack strategies, I'm going to go to the Downtown Grand Hotel. And what I like about the Downtown Grand is like the lady was teaching me how to play the parlays, but I wasn't paying attention to it. Now since COVID hit, it's like, okay, I got it. She's like, I got it now. So it's going to be $5 for hand, $5 for the hand, $5 for the parlay, and just see if we can just win money that way. If I come away with, I'm just assuming $50, because I'm thinking you're going to pay $5 hands. I don't know how the hands are going to roll. But I'm just saying, if I could come away with like $200 or $300 by sitting at the blackjack table for about 2 hours each day, it's a lot of money, man. And that's more than like, if I come away with $200, that's $40 more than I would get if I put that money in the bank and only got $5 back. That's why I think blackjack is going to be like, that's one of the easiest ways to make money. And what I also like about the Powerball is like there's enough data out there that you can make more educated decisions. You don't want to have the machine do that. That's like the chicken guard in the hen house. That's like the hen letting the chickens, or the hen telling the chickens, you guys make sure you stay safe. While the hen, fox is ready to eat all those chickens up, man. Or I just think of it, if I was a lottery and I picked up have the machine picking the numbers for you, why would I help you win? So, and what I have, while I'm around all these birds and stuff, I want you to hear, like, Mother Nature goes on. Mother Nature doesn't care about COVID. Mother Nature just like, hey, COVID, dinosaurs dying, humans dying, we're still going to go on. And that's why I'm coming to you with some of these programs on how to make money. The only way to make money, only way to go off, have life go on is to have money. I was just at the park. He's got the homeless people living out the car with the kid and a dog, going like acting like things are okay. I'm like, and I got another homeless guy in his car, the windows covered, and I think there's another one playing music. Just like 3 families living out the cars in the park. They don't just live there; they make noise. They think the park is their home. I mean, that's what happened. That's how far we have fallen, man. Just like, I just look at some people and I just say, whoa, men it's just sad. That's why women are like getting, I wonder why so many women are gay. Guys are so wimpy now. Unless you get like an unattractive woman who needs a man, and then you can live with her and their kid or something. We'll talk about that another day. But that's why I always come to you about money. And I know you say, Martin, you the black guy. You said the black guy, the black guy talk about us in the warehouse. You know what? I finally thought I'm going to help you guys in the warehouse, man. I figure you're $15. You need to give me some of that money to help you, because I don't know how much longer a lot of these warehouse jobs are going to last. I mean, I've been driving around lately, and like I see a lot of you guys driving fast, but also I've seen like a lot of trucks yesterday. It was like August 28th, and it was like all the trucks were on the highway, so something's going on. I think the diesel prices, remember like a few years ago, when those diesel prices go up, these so-called drop ship companies, they don't make as much money as they thought they were going to make. I think they're starting to eat into their profits, and even some of the bigger carriers running the big trucks, I think they're afraid they're going to start losing money. So they're just dumping stuff. That's what I think when you see all these trucks making runs. I mean, the highway is basically empty but for trucks. So if the highways are empty and there's only trucks, and there's no stimulus money out there, because the people aren't going to spend any, they ain't going to be going to Amazon and stuff for their stimulus right now. So I just think all that's just to show you that I think things are going to get slower than I ever thought, because there's no back to school bump. I don't know if there's going to be a Halloween. It'll probably be some type of Halloween activity, because people already wear masks anyway, so they may get away with that. I don't think you're going to have a big significant bump to like maybe mid-September, because I think in California we're starting to feel the heat, so we're going to start opening up businesses. People die all the fucking time, so I don't know why they be closing stuff here. So I think we're going to have a big opening here, especially the places with money. You know what? The only place that people are dying are the poor people. I just think this is crazy, man. You know why that happens? Because if you ain't got money, you can't be healthy. But even I saw in some of the richer neighborhoods, I call it the COVID house. I saw a house with like 9 cars in front, man. Maserati, Ford Explorer. I think there was an Audi. There was one of those, like probably a 1980 Escort. Maybe a Honda, like the black Honda something. And all that. But the house only has 4 bedrooms. I know, because someone I know visit there has the similar house. Houses has 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. And you got like all these cars parked in front, all these people pissing and shitting. It's only 4 bathrooms, and there's 9 cars. And you know they be bringing their friends over. Hey, come visit me. Bringing their boyfriend and girlfriends over, fucking in the house and shit. And you know they got some fucking dogs, man. You know everyone has a luxury car and a dog in every home, and then go to work at Amazon. So that's the new generation we have. But I'm going to help you generation. I call those houses with like 4 or 5 cars, I call them the COVID houses. Even in the nice areas, got the COVID houses, man. Just nasty. And they probably be bringing their boyfriends and stuff over, fucking and shit. And then try to kiss mom goodnight after she done swallowed her boyfriend, or he done ate her girl out and he gonna kiss everyone and shit. Yeah. Just people are just nasty, man. He's probably say, "Hey, mom, you like what you hear? You want to go give it a try? Give him. He's a horse, man. He's a horse, mom. I want to try." That's also what you're saying when you live at home and you're like in your 20s or 30s or something. You're just nasty. You say, "Hey, mom, hey, if you want to fuck, let's fuck, man." Because this is just how everything goes, man. So that's why I say, if you get you some money, freedom over car, man. I know you guys like your cars, but if you're going to have a car, make sure you have freedom. So you're not just buying a nice car and then bringing a girlfriend or wife or something home, fucking in a family house. And then going to have to worry to bow up, say, "Hey, don't talk to me. I got my rights." Shit, you got the right to get the fuck out of my house, son, before you get shot and I end up on the 7 o'clock news. That's what you got the right to. But I'm going to try to help you warehouse people now. I thought about it, because I worked in a warehouse. I worked at Petavita Mold and Dye. That is where I started out. Calvin and I, at the end of the shift, we made sonic alarms. We ran injection molding machines. We sold springs. We assembled little, those soldered stuff. So not only did we do warehouse stuff at the end of the shift, Steve would say, "Martin, I need you and Calvin to pack me 50 sonic alarms in this box, 25 in this box, fill out this slip, and we're going to give it to the guy to pick it up. He's going to take it to the car dealers," because we get the first generation of alarms. But what I learned to do was keep that money, because when I started working there, I was working at UC Davis, so I was saving that money. What I want to try to teach you now is and you get that $15 an hour. We're going to teach you, hey, if you're going to pay for the car, pay for the car. Then after you pay for the car, hey, we got to get you a place to live, man. You can't be living at home. You gain nothing living at home anymore. Because, hell, your mom and dad probably may be on homeless soon. If they're depending on Social Security or they got some state retirement that's going to get retraced. So they may not have that house very long. They may say, we're going to move to Arizona, son. So you may not have a place to live. So let's start planning for worst case scenario now. First thing I want you to do is just admit you work in a warehouse, man. You ain't a picker. You ain't a sorter. You work in a warehouse. You work in a job where child molesters, murderers, terrorists, people who can hold down jobs, people on work release, people who are on DUIs. That's what you do. You work in a warehouse. You're not a sorter. You're not a picker. You're not whatever euphemisms, which means a euphemism means whatever fancy name they're trying to give you to make you feel good about yourself. No, you are a fucking warehouse worker. That's that's lesson number 1. That's what I want you to realize. You know what it also means? With technology and a slowing economy, some of you who are working as these sorters and pickers ain't going to be working for sorters and pickers long, and most likely you're going to have your hours cut. Especially if you're working for secondary, not even Amazon, not even Prologis. All of you working for any type of job shipper. Just say if you work for a company that drives a white van or white delivery vehicles, your job is at risk, because you're just basically like someone who thought you can get into the business. Diesel was cheap, and you think you could go be a drop shipper. Which means also, when you drop shit off, you're a delivery driver. So that's 2 lessons. So remember this. 1, if you work in Amazon, you're a warehouse worker. That's it. You're not a picker. You're not a sorter. Because I used to do that. I used to work in a liquor store and used to stock coolers and stuff. And I used to, no, you're a stalker, man. I used to stalk her too, but you're a stalker, and that's what you do, man. You get the stuff in, put it out. I work some other jobs like that too. So as soon as you learn what you are, you're like, okay, how many years are you going to be left in a box for 49 pounds? Even if there's no technology that comes along and take your job. Or that place you work for that I know that's super cheap, that think they have the rates set up and they have what they go out of business, man. Some of you guys, these places going to fire you soon. And even if you work for Amazon, Amazon's about to get rid of some of their routes too, because they're tired of. They're gonna keep the more profitable ones in the nicer neighborhoods. But if you're a Riverside, San Bernardino, any type of ghetto type neighborhood, I'm sure they're gonna start dumping those routes, man. They don't give it to these so-called secondary carriers who think they know what they're doing, and then as diesel goes up, they'll go out of business, and Amazon will just take it from them and stuff. So, but I want you to start doing is look at your expenses. and then I wonder what you got left over next door. That's all I want you to do. That's my Amazon warehouse worker tip for today. Just where you first admit you're working in a warehouse. 2, what is it? You work in a warehouse, and 2, that job may not last forever. So what do you like? Find out how much you have, and then we'll go from there. But then for some of you guys already say, hey Martin, I got a car loan, and hey, maybe if I pay my car loan off quicker, like I can get some better, my mind will be, I can stress less and get some stuff done. Okay, great. Let me help you out, man. I got a $25, $75, $125 programs to help you pay off your car loan quicker. Take a look at those programs, man. I paid off one car in 19 months, man. You don't want to have that car more than 60 months. I'm telling you. Your car models are they're going to go to 2 to 3 models if you have that car that long. And also, even if you have that car, do you have the money to keep it repaired and stuff, man? So that's why I want to get that car out the way, because when you're interviewing for jobs, you want to be confident. You don't want to really stress. Even if you're going to your warehouse job, hey, if you have just a little bit of money, hey, I know I can eat, I can pay for my gas, I can handle a flat tire, I'm paying my insurance. I don't go through AIS or Adriana or I don't know whatever cut rate insurance is. I can go to a quality carrier that can gives me stuff resolved faster, treats me like a person, or at least doesn't give me a headache, keeps me warm. I mean, that'll make you the better worker. Even if you don't get promoted, you'll be more productive, and that's what keeps you working. Some of your friends, man, they're just stalling out and stuff, like the guy who passes me every morning with his Mercedes and the light on the car who's speeding. He won't be working for long. That already tells me somebody told him, hey, you don't get to work certain time, we're going to start cutting your hours or cut your shift, or you get these points and we'll lay you off. See, so I know, like I see a lot of the warehouse people driving faster and stuff. I was like, I know that the slowdown is coming, and when the slowdown comes, some people are going to be out of jobs. So before that happens to you, you need to start growing yourself out of your job. Number 1, find out how much money you have. Number 2, you got to invest in yourself, man. There's 20 to 25 million people out of work, not counting the other people who take pay cuts like me. I took a 10% pay cut. Not counting the people who think that these warehouse jobs won't come to an end, and they won't automate it, or they'll have to just take a pay cut because the route they have is going to be sold to someone else. So do that first. All I want you to do, number 1, you're a warehouse worker. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I worked in a warehouse. Just don't think you're anything more. It's not fancy. It's nothing. It's a great job. You're making money. Be blessed. $15 an hour. Number 2, find out how much extra money you have now. And then if you're willing to invest in yourself. So that's your homework for today. And then for some of you who are already laid off, it's like, hey, man, I just need some help, man. I'm not getting anywhere. Because I've been there, too. Laid off in 1995. I know what it's like to sit home, drink, think the government's going to take care of you. Then when you try to go back to work, you're like, oh, no. That's why I got to get out the stack program. $397, $697, $797. And then I also have my commission program, which is $100 to $1,000. Or just, hey, study my $25 Powerball strategy and my $50, soon to be $150 Blackjack strategy. Those are some ways you can put some money. And when you find you have extra money, like for me to play the Powerball those 4 times, I only play $4. So, and it's only 8 times. So that's $32. This month I won twice. So I'll only spend $24. So study, then go back, and once you join my Powerball program, I'll explain to you why. And then for some of you guys, you say, "Hey man, I want to help you, brother, man. You're Republican. You vote for the Republicans. You donate to the Republicans. Then just join my channel, man. Just join the channel. Let me help you, man. If I can just help you not go to the 99-cent store, just say, if I could help you not go shop, if I give you if you take 1 or 2 of my tips, man, you won't have to buy your gas at AM PM. You won't have to go shop at grocery outlet. You won't be going to the 99-cent store thinking you getting a deal, and you won't have to go to Audi maybe 1 or 2 times a month. So join my program just to do that. Take what I've been spending, $2,000 or $3,000, a couple of hours a week studying. Take some of those tips and apply that to your life. So if not, join the channel. Then once I build up your confidence, and if you think I have something good, we can go from there. Talk to you later.